Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Animal Well, where last time I finally found one loose end that I had in the upper left, and we managed to explore a bunch of new rooms. And looking back at things, there are still at least a couple more rooms that I should be able to access pretty easily up there. So we're going to start off today by exploring. Here's a collection of all the eggs that we have. And by the way, we currently have 29, so 3 more eggs would get us somewhere else. We have the Frisbee disc now. There's only 2 more, I don't know, quote-unquote main inventory items to get, it looks like. So that is pretty cool. But to start things off for today, we're going to use some fast travel. And I suppose I can wake these guys up in order to get them walking my way, and then I can stand on their heads to get up here. And then I guess I don't need to replay the flute in order to go through the fast travel hub. And just get me out right over here. And so this is now near the upper left of the map, and it looks like I could go up or I could go left from here. And we have not explored those places. So let's explore them. Let's try going upwards. So, oops. If I cleverly make use of my wand, it should be pretty straightforward. And it brings us here. I see a firecracker, and I am currently holding 3, so I'm not super interested in that in the upper right. And then what am I looking at over here? Oh, there's a circle red dot thing here next to me. And was there anything else noteworthy over on this side of the room? Not as noteworthy. Alright. But it looks like I can continue to the left, so let's do that. There's a chest. Looks like simple puzzle to try to get to chest. There's a fruit, sure. So this one activates that one. The one on the right activates getting to a switch. And... looks like I have to do things with a little bit of timing. So if I drop a slinky here, do I have time to run over there? This is like the obvious thing to try, I suppose. Alright, so I could put the slinky here. No, then it will just slink like that. So I need to put it here and then run. Okay, that's not going to work. So... let's see, over here, I can stand here. How does that affect my slinkying? Like, it would help me get up to a switch. I'm not sure what the switch would be good for. Could I put the slinky... oh, could I leave the slinky... does the slinky stay between screens? Hold on. Suppose I put down the slinky here. Here. Okay, so my slinky is there. Suppose then I move over here, and then I come back. My slinky's not here anymore, so it doesn't seem like a slinky. I was thinking possibly if I got into the upper left area and left the slinky kind of next to the switch. I'm not even sure how this would work, but like sitting on this, then until this got released, then the slinky wouldn't be able to fall down and try to go to the right, but then it would be hanging on the wrong thing anyway, because it would just be like starting here, and it would just go to there. What happens if I crush the slinky, actually? Okay, here's a new bit of science we can do. The slinky just goes pop. Alright, but I do just get it back. Much like the Frisbee, it just comes back. Can I do a trick shot with the yo-yo to hit the switch from far away? Probably, actually. That was pretty good. Except for the yo-yo also likes to climb. If I get the exact... yeah. So if I do this... but this is going the wrong way. Do the trick shot... or sorry, the trick shot. Do the yo-yo and the slinky interact in any way? I'm not sure. But I'd want to open that after I'm already in here. So this could potentially activate some... oh, I understand. I understand. It is just a slinky thing. So if I do this, the slinky is just sitting there minding its own business until I do this, at which point all of a sudden the slinky gets pushed to start walking, and we can finally find out what's in this chest. We find a brown egg. Very nice. And I'm still enjoying these single screen puzzles. So now if I were to slink the slinky over here, that might be enough time that I can run over here, yeah. And as a result, be able to continue to explore to the left over here. So let's do it. And we've got another one of these puzzles. So we got the very left over there. I want to just take a glance at some of the background in here. Nothing particularly interesting there. Or there. Oh, but there's like a frisbee hole over here. You see it? Oh, and these, these are the whale. Oh, I understand. So if I can activate the whale things, these are the fans that blow upward, and so I'm going to be somehow activating the frisbee. Sorry. Activating these things. Oh, are they controlled by, okay, these buttons? Yes, but I'll need to leave them held. How would I do that? Do I have something other than, I mean, I could slinky. Oh, it turns them on and off and on and off. Okay, that's interesting. And then I need to toggle the switch and toggle the switch and toggle the switch. Where am I going to... Oh, I think I understand. So, if I throw the frisbee in here, then the frisbee has toggled the switch. It's just working itself. So there's switches over on the left-hand side where the frisbee is, which toggled the switches, which caused the slinky to move to the next section, which toggled the switches, which caused the slinky to move, yeah, and then open that up. Okay, that's clever. It kind of solves itself. Neat. As a result, we get a chest, and we find a reference egg. Alrighty, has been noted. Alright, noisy mechanism, but I can just walk away and leave that behind. Okay, so that seemed to have been kind of a dead end over there, but there was still the room to the left of the fast travel. That looks gettable. I'm vaguely suspicious about the ceiling of this area. I want to take one more look. Yeah, I can't tell if there's anything up there. Let's try to wand like this. That was a little bit too far. And no, I kind of hit my head on the ceiling over there. I don't think there is a way to go. Okay, so then in that case, I would like to check out what is to the left over here. We find another save point. Interesting. I have done stuff, so I will happily take the save. Can I see more about this room by illuminating it thusly? Yeah. Still fairly dark. I wonder, can I just cross this room? Other than stuff on the ceiling, can't tell if there's any other real obstacles in here. Okay, I can cross the room. We can get a peek at the next room. But I would need to keep bubbling. So let's see. If I bring myself down like that. And then here's probably the edge. Oops. Okay, I did manage to stay on a bubble in this room. Oh my goodness! And then a swordfish jumped out of the water and popped my bubble. Fascinating. Alright, I did it one more time just to capture a screenshot of what was happening there. Alright, well, that might be the end of the road in terms of what we're capable of doing in the upper left right now. Actually, is there a way to go down, left, left, possibly? Let me take a look. So actually, from where I am, if I go down and left, That is where the circular recess in front of the kangaroo statue is, so I can't actually go left out of that room until I put something in the circular recess. It occurred to me at some point off camera that the K shard that I got in the bottom right, I got a K shard from defeating a kangaroo boss, actually. Or he dropped a sack. I threw firecrackers at him and he dropped a sack and it had a K, or a third of a K shard or something. Or a K shard is the third of a circle or something in it. Maybe if I can defeat the kangaroo in 2 more places, he will give me a K shard, and K shard is a kangaroo shard for getting a kangaroo circle that I could drop in there and then access the room behind him. This is all just kind of coming into my head right now as I'm saying it aloud. Okay, that could be interesting. But it does seem like I've exhausted the obvious places to look around here, so let me see if I can find a non-obvious one to continue to explore. I might have found something else. So I'm up here, and it looks like on the map that there's a way to go above the door. There's also a blue fruit over here that I just ate. But if I try to jump right here, yeah, okay, this is something I didn't see before. So let's continue to the left, and this will be a screen we haven't been to before. And it's got another puzzle of sorts. There's almost like a dais up here that doesn't have any kind of controls on it, and then this one actually has a crank on it. The crank controls this block to my left. What am I trying to do in this puzzle? Where is there a goal? I can see, okay. So in the bottom right, there's a little recessed exit. Yeah, there must be something exiting the bottom right of this room that's probably good for me. So I think that's my goal. And so if I turn the crank, this one only affects the left block, and then it'll go ticking back. I don't know where there is a crank. I guess the bottom right is where there's a crank for the bottom right block, and I would have to move these. So I guess I could use the slinky over here, which would move that one. And I understand. I could give it kind of a running start. And then the slinky would come down and move this one. And I would be running over there to turn the other crank. Because then when it got down here, these would start lifting the slinky. And then I would need to lift this one by me turning the other crank, and then the slinky lets me through. Okay. So I think I mostly see the order of events. So I guess we're starting with the slinky here. Then I run here and turn the crank. And then I run over here and go through this whole whatnot and get crushed. Oh no, I'm back over here. Alright, I'll meet you back there. And so on my way back there, there's a hole in the upper left of this room that would get us into a corner that I haven't seen, and so I suspect that there is a chest over there. We'll be able to see right over here. But yeah, in the lower left of this room, I haven't been in there yet, and so I suspect that's where we're going. And there is a locked door that would be kind of a vague shortcut if I went through over there, but instead I'm going to preserve my key and instead come this way. So if I break this, hey, here we go. Come back to me. And then through here, I can simply bubble a couple of times to get up here. Then we're up here. Do I need a firecracker? Yeah, here's a blue fruit as well. Terrific. So here's the little secret that I just found that brings us to this room. And so is there a way... My problem was the equals button, so I think I just needed to do all this faster. So I think I just needed to do it all faster. So let's try again to do it faster. Okay, so get the slinky going. I already forgot to press... Oh. Yeah, now it's too late. Okay. So I need to press that button to get into the crank thingy. And is there a way I could leave this up high enough that by the time the slinky goes there? No, definitely not. I would have to turn the crank along the way. Okay, so boom. Boom. Run, 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 run. I got a little bit hung up there, and as a result I got crushed. If I didn't get hung up there, do I think I would make it? I think so. So I'll meet you back over there. Alright, attempt number whatever. Alright, so we do that. We're kind of blocked until that happens here. And now here's the key move, and I still didn't manage to make it. Alright, so this time I'm not going to kill myself so that I can just retry. So I can make it this high on a jump. The problem is I can't in one jump make it this high. So I have to hop, I guess is what I need to do, and hope that I can be fast enough through that section. I think that's the only option. And then once I do make it through, I have to remember to hit the crank and turn it. Alright. And I made it. Hooray. And as a result, I can go through here. And sure enough, there is a chest here, just as I suspected. And inside the chest, we have a raw egg. And now I have an Egg Lord achievement for finding 32 secret eggs. Okay, well, I was really hoping to get up to 32 eggs because that gives me at least somewhere to go again. So let's see. To get out of here... Okay, I'm going to find my way back to the peacock room where we can unlock the next egg door. Well, serendipitously, I decided to walk back through the middle of the map rather than take the fast travel. And it just occurred to me, I think I might be able to do something clever with the frisbee here. Yeah, I can. So the frisbee bounces off the switches, but then I could take it back if it hits me. But what if I did this? Yeah. So now if I can time this, there we go. Oh gosh. I'm awful at this kind of timing puzzle. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, I found the rhythm. And then can I do the same thing here? I guess so. So if I do this, yeah, then we can finally see all the inner workings of what's happening in here, I suppose. Okay, but I think I probably actually, let's grab the frisbee again. So I think probably what I want to do is to start by going in here. So if I hang out in here, yeah, then I can see the interior in a way that we haven't been able to see it before. Okay, so that's interesting. So if I want to get over to the chest, looks like, okay, it looks like I could just walk over here to get there. Oh, and I need to get it before... I was thinking that the switch blocks were going to drop the chest out from below me, but I was incorrect because I just realized that the chest is sitting on glass blocks, not switch blocks. So that's fine, but we found a match, great. And then there's probably other ways to go still. Okay. So, there's a bird call that we ignore these days. Oh, there's a bad guy in there. So let me get my firecrackers out. So, oh gosh, there's a bunch of bad guys. I'm in a bad guy hurdy zone. Okay. Okay, I killed single bad guy, and I survived the hurdy zone, and I see that there's an unlit candle above me, but there's also another chest. So let's get the chest first. It has a depraved egg. Why wouldn't it? And I see the unlit candle above me, and so I want to get there. I just got a match. So I want to walk across you while you're solid blocks. And I want to walk across you. And then I'm going to light the candle. Zing! And now that the candle is lit, let's continue to explore. So I can go back over here. And there's a way to go up that I haven't been before. And is that a blue fruit? It is. Or I think it was, but I wasn't all the way healed up, and so it just healed me like a red fruit would. And then what about over here? So there's a rightward exit over here. And I've taken a lot of screenshots in this room, so here is the composite of what the whole room looks like over here on the bottom right. You can see the full layout of the room, hopefully. And I guess since I have the mapper up, like, it's gotten kind of noisy on the left-hand side. But basically I have a way to use different colors and markers on the map to highlight different types of things that I've noticed. If I want to turn off all the markers, I can just click disable all to get rid of them. But as I hover my mouse, it shows me different things. So, like, here's places that I know I can pick firecrackers, and here's places where I know I can eat fruits. But yeah, there's a bunch of things that I'm marking on the map at this point. But in any case, looking at the map, I think this is going to lead to... I see. So if I didn't have the wand, I think I wanted up here to press the button. But if I didn't have the wand, that would be the way to get up here to press the button. And I just managed to jump right in the water. Good job. I started jumping over toward the telephone, and then I saw the fruit, and I tried to turn around, and I ended up in the water. That's what happened. Let's save. Okay, I'm looking at the map. It looks like there might be somewhere that I've never been, just over here. If I go right and then down, it brings us into a section of a room that we have not previously visited. Yeah, look at this. Oh, there's another bubble fish eater thing. I haven't seen one of those in a while, as well as a chest that contains a match. Nice. And so with that match, I am up to... I always want that to be my inventory button. Oh, I'm just back up to one match because I spent one a moment ago. What is this thing on the left? I'm not sure. There's a plunger here, so we could explode something. Sure, let's do it. Did I not hold it down long enough? I didn't hold it down long enough. And I see the thing on the left was the explosive. It was one of those little sticky explosions you stick on the wall or whatever. Well, I will grab a firecracker since it's right here. And then obviously we're going to have to check out the bubble eater. So, bubble eater, where are you going to take me today? Let's find out. Down, 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 right, right, right. So 3 downs, 3 rights, 4 rights, 5 rights, another down, 4 downs, 5 and 5, 6 downs, 7 downs, 8 downs, 9 downs. I'm not sure I've counted correctly. 10 downs? Oh, it just brought me back over here. Well, ending up way down here on the map is both inconvenient and convenient. The convenience aspect is from the fact that I believe I can just climb to the top of this room somehow. Did I just have to... No, there's platforms in here. I was thinking I might just have to bubble all the way to the top, but I can see now. And I guess the glowworm here is suggesting where the platform is. And then I'm fairly certain that I can also, like, just go out the top of the screen. Oops. And there's the birds that... Oh, the birds are going to block me from going upwards. And it's too dark to see the map in here. Okay, so if I go back over here and take a look at the map... there's some other way that I can get to the left and out and circle around. Basically, there's a fast travel spot just above me. You can see the white dot on the map, perhaps. That's the fast travel spot, and that will bring me back to the Peacock, which is where I'm trying to get to cash in my now 33, I believe, eggs. I had to take a break from recording for about a half an hour because the neighbors started mowing the yard, and it was very loud. But that was serendipitous, perhaps, because I just realized that we ended up here as a result of the bubble eater. And these bubble eaters are kind of two-way, because this one basically goes back to the same screen that I just got bubble eater taken over here before. And I didn't realize it or recognize it because of the explosion and the portion where I get dropped off. So let's watch as we return to this room. We're going to end up returning to the lower right of the room. And so I think we're almost there. Yeah, and so you saw the bubblefish head just before I got dropped out. And so I guess the explosion didn't affect this area. Let me show you the composite screenshot of this room. So in the lower right of my whole mapper software, you can see the composite screenshot. And so we originally jumped into the bubble eater in the upper right of that screenshot, and then it dropped us back off here in the lower right of the screenshot now where we're sleeping. So from where we are now, I think my only option... Oh, this is actually very convenient. Still have not made it over there. No, I have been over there, but I never stepped over here to unblock this door. Okay, well, I'm going to have to add that to my to-do list. So yeah, the screen just to the left of me is where the little wiener dog chased us through those little passages, and I never took a step to the right. Oops, I didn't want to do that. How do I get out of the map? I never took a step to the right to actually get to this screen and press the yellow button that's right over there. So that's another thing that will remain on the to-do list for the moment. But in any case, I have 32 eggs. A door has been opened in the upper left. Let's discover what is through the door. Hold your breath. In here we find, you guessed it, a chest. And inside the chest we find a top. Oh, it's a new item power-up thingy that, based on what I've seen and based on how a top behaves, can I guess how this is going to be useful to me? I think no. So I guess we'll just have to go try it out. So I have a top. What does a top do? Oh, wow. Okay. Does it just go spinning forever? Can I interact with it? I could pick it back up. So it behaves like that. So it basically travels in a direction along the floor and falls down due to gravity, and I mean, I guess we kind of witnessed it when I was up on a platform, but if I'm up on a platform, does it have like any momentum? A little bit, and so rather than dropping straight down, it kind of dropped slightly down to the right over here. There are some puzzles that I solved with the Slinky that might have been solvable with the top, I'm not sure. But in any case, it looks like until we get, I presume, 64 eggs, we won't be able to get the final treasure over in that room to the left. No, we can't even see from right here. There's a, there's like a skull and 3 dots on a little statue thingy here. I hadn't really made a note of that before. So given the top, it's not immediately clear to me what I would want to do next. So what I'm going to do next is verify a hypothesis that we've had before. Namely, if I go through the fast travel over here and over here, it'll bring me back to the beginning of the game area. And this is a place where we have unlit candles, and yes, sure enough, I lit another unlit candle, and now there are 7 of them lit, so there are 2 more unlit candles in the world that I need to find, and presumably that's going to open some door over in here. So that's at least another hypothesis confirmed. Is there anything else I know that I can do right now? So just looking at my map, this part up here where there was the rabbit and I couldn't get to the upper left is bothering me. I'm still not sure that I have the powers. I'm only going to get 1 more inventory item, it looks like. I'm still not sure that I have the powers to solve anything over there. But I just want to go over there with a couple of my new items, because previously, last time I peeked over here, I didn't have the frisbee and I didn't have the top. And I don't imagine that either of those will work with the circular recess like that. Now I'm kind of guessing that like I'm going to fight some kind of snake boss and it's going to give me, you know, like S shards or something that'll make a sphere that I put in there, maybe. In any case, where's the rabbit I'm trying to get to? Right up. And also, I don't know that we saved in a while, so let's save. So I think I can just walk over here. And it definitely is useful. Like, on the one hand, fast travel systems are terrific for making it easy for the player to get from point A to point B, but on the other hand, retraversing the map can also be useful because it can help you see things you didn't see before, or recontextualize with new knowledge. Alright, but I definitely see how I could, if I could just like fly up here, get through the vines. The top, I don't imagine is going to do anything for me. And now it's actually just off spinning down here. I guess the top can help you possibly like locate some places in the bottom that you didn't see. The top helps you find stuff in the bottom, huh? Frisbee. Frisbee is also blocked by vines. Okay, this is a mechanic that I hadn't really ever noticed before. So if I throw the frisbee, when it hits vines, it just drops. So I also can't use the frisbee to like mitigate vine stuff. The slinky firecrackers. I never tried throwing a firecracker up toward the rabbit. I don't think I can get one up that far. No, it just kind of bounced back. And the rabbit, I think, is not even aware of it up there. And obviously, We've seen that the bubble gets popped by the vines, and so I can't ride it far enough up for me to jump over there. So that probably is just like a way back out, but that means there's got to be a way in. What looks like a going to nowhere over there. There's 2 rooms to the left of me that aren't currently on the map. The one on the left-hand side is one that I have been in the corner of, and you can actually see just the corner of it on the map, but it's very dark in the upper left. The one to the right of, the one to the right of it, the one to the left of me, I haven't been in, and so either I'm gonna get like some other type of double jump or some way to burn the vines or something. Like, I'm just looking at my inventory again. Like, the firecracker did not burn the vines. The slinky can't really do anything for me. I've already tried playing music and the yo-yo. So the yo-yo, the yo-yo. I can almost, let's think about the yo-yo for a minute. Because if I, yeah, I can get the yo-yo. I can almost like hit the rabbit with the yo-yo is what I'm thinking. And actually, could I be standing on a bubble and then switch to the yo-yo? Maybe. So if I'm standing on a bubble and switch to the yo-yo, I got the yo-yo actually like into the little rabbit's cubby a tiny way, but it's not like the rabbit's eyes lit up and the rabbit tried to run over here or anything. So yeah, I think that's still a way that I'm just kind of currently blocked. And then, okay, so the room just to the right of here, also, I mean, I don't see anything that I can do. Let's just break out the top. Interesting. So the top moves fast enough that it doesn't drop into like the bottommost hole here, but if I released it in here... Oh, it fell down and stopped. Do you see that? It's in a resting animation. So if I release the top here, it can't fall into that hole. If I release it here, it spins around for a moment and then it stops. Okay. So it can come to rest. So the top, okay. That means the top could hold down buttons that previously only the slinky could hold down. Are there any of those? It almost looks like there's a little ledge just to my right here. But I don't think there is. I want to take another look. Actually, I can probably see it better. Okay, yeah, there's just kind of, oops, an upper right wall over here that I have probably pressed against before. Okay, so I don't think there's any way that I can go through here. Oh, maybe bringing the 4 flames in here will open up the floor right here and lead me into this section of the map is just another thing that just occurred to me. Possibly, maybe. Alright, I have a new curiosity. Does the top... Yes! The top breaks stalactites and stalagmites. I was just heading over to this section of the map and walking through this room and thought that that would be an interesting thing to test out. It's a little bit slow in terms of doing that compared to the yo-yo, but it is still useful in that regard. In any case, I wanted to head over this way because it looks like on my map, if I go right up right, there might be a secret way to go. And so let's see, this is one of these crazy areas where I need to like do some switch puzzle hitting or something. Right, I need to get through here to hit this switch, which I can totally do. Okay, and then after I toggle that switch, then I am capable of going to the right, and there's a switch in here I can toggle somehow. Do I have to? Yeah, I think I do. Alright, so with that switch toggled, then I can retraverse the room over here like this. And then previously I toggled the switch. I don't know that I ever looked carefully on the right-hand side of this room. Yeah, okay, here we have found a new passage. So if I walk through here... Oh, there's a fruit, but there is another way to go, except for I can't jump that high. So, and there's vines here. Can I jump off the top or jump off the slinky? I don't think I've ever tried to stand on the top, actually. This is not the most convenient time to try. Doesn't seem like I can. Can I stand on the slinky? Suppose I put the slinky here. I can't stand on the slinky. And I don't think there's room for me to blow a bubble in here. Like, the bubble just immediately pops. So there is a way over here, but I can't get to there. See, I'm just looking at the map again. That does seem like the way, quote-unquote, in. So I really think there's going to be, like, maybe my final upgrade will be something along the lines of a double jump. And the room over here that I was just in to the right, I guess it's impossible for me. It's impossible for me, or is it? Hold on, I have a top. It's going to say to get to the bottom and break any stuff. Oh, the top stopped. Interesting, and there it stopped again too. Is there a clever way I could use the yo-yo to break some things in the bottom maybe as well? The bird's really in the way right now. So I'd have to toggle the switch again. Okay, I can toggle the switch. I'm just going to have to, like, rotate all the way around. Alright, I'm willing to do it. There might have been something clever I can do. I guess the best way to do this is just to ignore the puzzle and use my wand bubbles, I think. Yeah, because then I can just jump up here, toggle the switch. Toggling the switch doesn't change anything over here, right? No. Okay, and then from here, I can't go back to the right, so I just have to... Okay, let me cycle through all these puzzles again for a moment. Okay, so this switch puzzle is solved again. That enables me to get over here. And I wanted to get over here because it looked like the bottom of the screen. Is it right? I wanted to see if I could do anything clever with the top or the yo-yo in here to witness something that I haven't seen before. And it does look like... Yeah, there's a secret exit over there. Okay, so we found something new. And so now the question is, how do I access that? I suppose if I do the same thing I would use to solve the puzzle, namely doing this to get up on top of the bird. Do I want to hit the switch again? I might, so let's go ahead and hit the switch. Actually, I need to hit the switch, right, because that's what's going to enable me. Okay, so then I can jump through here, I can jump over here, and now I'm below the bird, and I'm below all of this because I broke all these things, and that's what enables me to get up to the chest, as well as it looks like the ladder continues upward. Okay, cool. So the chest has a promise egg, and then if I continue to the north, I can't continue to the north, also known as up. I was thinking the chest went up, but there was just a little bit of glare on the monitor, and it's actually a ceiling. Okay. Well, that's still a good find. Oh, and there's still a spike there that I didn't break with the whatchamajigget, but now it's broken. Okay, so, I guess that means, looking at the map, I lit up a tiny bit more of the map there. But I still don't know how to climb. I guess since we're right here, let's take one more look at it. So, there's a place here. We can kind of see the bounds of it. I can get my yo-yo kind of like going off to the right of it. But without a double jump. My slinky doesn't help. A firecracker, I presume, is not going to help. Do firecrackers have any effect on you? Oh! These guys change directions. What happened there exactly? These guys are coming my way now, aren't they? Or do they... Hold on. Do they bounce off of each other? Or are they bouncing off of the plants? So I guess your ears hit the ceiling over here, but what about this guy who's coming over here now? He also doesn't bounce, and that guy... They bounced off of each other. Is there a way to get one of them in here? I can't jump on top of them, though, right? Yeah, they just hurt me. Oh, the guy up top is hitting the switch and toggling the switch. Okay. That's interesting interaction that I hadn't seen before in this room. I'm not sure why I hadn't seen it before. Top isn't really doing anything for me. The frisbee doesn't really attack these guys or do anything. Wand. I just don't have space to blow a bubble. Let's eat the fruit, by the way. Pick up the slink, sure. So I guess the other thing... So, I was saying a double jump. The other thing that would really help me is something that allows me to destroy vines. And so a double jump would be too obvious. So I think something that destroys vines is going to be like the final upgrade thing that I finally get a hold of. And that's what's going to break open new sections of the map. So that's my new hypothesis. All right, but I think we've done enough exploring for today. So I'm going to say, I hope as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Animal Well. For now, bye-bye.